So here we have the NZXT. I will have to say it looks better on camera than what it really does in real life, but I just feel that the lights and such are really dim in this cooler or the display, even though it's not a display. And also the colors are all a little bit off. The white is like grayish, and if you turn the other colors on, yeah, they don't look great either, and there's not like a nice even flow between the colors and such. And yeah, I don't really like the design of this cooler. The performance is great, but so this is the end result with the MSI cooler. It got two LED RGB fans as well, so I hooked them up in this build. On camera it maybe doesn't look as good as I feel it does in real life, but I actually liked the fans on this. It's got this like very nice and shiny spinning effect on the LEDs, and it's also like lighting up my build a little bit more. Otherwise I could turn off those LEDs, and I have to say that this MSI block here also looks much more classier, and it got much more richer colors than the NZXT, and I really like those thin LED strips there. It looks like some neon bars or something like that. It just looks very nice in my opinion, so I'm very happy with the upgrade, and in my opinion it just looks 10 times better. So we have Cinebench running here, and as you can see, with the NZXT cooler we top up at around 80 degrees Celsius in the core temperature, and now it's at 75 degrees, and we will test the performance of the processor in multi-core and single core and see the difference to the MSI cooler. So multi-core 9276, and it was running at around 75 degrees, topping out at 80 degrees. And here we can see it compared to some other processors. So because of some US patent on the pump design, we can see in this one they have the pump inside, so they either have to pay the patent or maybe use that manufacturer that have that patent. I don't remember the company, but MSI, they have put the pump inside of the radiator to go without having to use that patent. I don't think you have to follow that because it's more of a US patent, but obviously they then haven't made a different product for the US and the European market, so I would expect that we would see a little bit less worse performance with the MSI when we have the pump inside of the radiator, because we have a little bit less area for the to exchange heat, but I don't expect the difference to be any big at all, and also just think it's gonna look much better. So just looking at the temperatures, it looks like we're running 1 degree or 2 degrees hotter. We could also see that the top were 82 degrees, but with NZXT it was 80 degrees. So not really changing anything to the fan curves on either AO. We can see that the results are basically the same when it comes to performance, but it seems like the MSI was running a little bit warmer. So my conclusion would be that any of these coolers is a good choice. I think both of them feel to be high quality and easy to mount, even though the MSI is a little bit easier since you can use the stock holder thing on the motherboard. But for me, the MSI is the winner, basically because it just looks better, in my opinion. So, but with MSI, you would need to buy an extra RGB controller, which they should really be including in the box. I don't really see the reason why they are not doing that. And it's not always that you can buy these RGB controllers locally either, because they seem to be out of stock. And my MSI, it's not like I can connect my cooler or this RGB directly into my MSI motherboard either. I will need an external RGB controller.